Hello everyone, this is Garrett, and this is Painkiller. This is an interesting game. It's pretty similar to Serious Sam, except with slightly different weapons, slightly different art style, slightly different everything. But the general idea is that you get to kill a bunch of stuff, and it's pretty fun. I'm honestly not as familiar with this game as with Serious Sam, so a lot of the things that I'm not sure about, I'll just say I'm not sure about, but I do want to do a playthrough where I get all the secrets of this game, and that's exactly what this is. We can choose between Painkiller and Battle Out of Hell. Battle Out of Hell is the expansion slash sequel, whatever thing it is. I think it's an expansion, really. And it continues where this one ended. You can choose between various difficulties, and there's nice little tips in the bottom what it actually means. Painkiller's true story. We'll get to that. So, for as far as I understand, Daydream, Insomnia, and Nightmare, the only difference between these three is that enemies just deal more damage on Nightmare, and that's just about it. And then there's Trauma, where normally when you kill an enemy, he drops his soul, when in Trauma difficulty, he doesn't do that. I'm actually going to play on Nightmare, because you get a few more levels compared to Trauma. You actually get a level in Trauma which you don't get in Nightmare, but there's also a couple of levels you get in Nightmare which you don't get in Trauma. And honestly, I think Nightmare is just a more interesting difficulty because you actually get to like do all the stuff. There are these certain items that you get called tarot cards, and Nightmare is pretty much the only difficulty where you can get all of them. So I'm just gonna play on Nightmare, and we're gonna watch the opening cutscene to see what this story is all about.
Hopefully the traffic won't be bad. Dinner reservations are at 8.
Oh, I can't believe how hard it's raining. We sure picked a great day to celebrate my birthday.
It's just a little rain. It'll dry. Anyway, we'll be there in no time.
What?
Here, take this.
What's this?
This is who you have to kill.
4 guys? That's it? I just have to hunt down these 4 guys and that's it? I finally get out of here? I finally get to see her again?
Yes, but it won't be that easy. These 4 are generals in Lucifer's army. They're extremely powerful and well guarded by their minion hordes.
I can handle them all, but why has it taken this long? What did I do wrong? Ask him what I did. Ask him why he thinks I deserve this.
He didn't say. I was sent to offer you this chance, and that is all. He has his reasons, and he doesn't have to explain them to anyone. Do this, and you will be pure.
I was pure?
So you say. I'm not here to debate. Do this, and you're free to be with your Catherine again. You were chosen because of your abilities. You've managed to survive this long, and that is impressive. This is what has set you apart from the others, and he thinks that you're the only one capable of pulling it off.
Why doesn't he just take care of this? Why can't you do it?
If he gets involved, The assault we're hoping to prevent might be launched prematurely. And of course, we want to avoid that at all costs. We think they're going to attack soon. He wants you to stop them before they are poised to strike. He wants the profile kept low. So you're going to have to move quickly. Kill the generals, and Lucifer's armies will retreat. Either you take this or you don't. If you don't, I can't tell you when we'll speak again. I know you've been here for a while, and I assume you want to leave. Your time has come. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
Good. Do you need weapons?
I've survived this long, haven't I? I know where to get weapons.
Good. This will help. Drink it. It will help you survive. Now keep that scroll. Use it as your guide and destroy everything that moves. You must move quickly. You must kill the generals before they organize for an attack. We shall speak again soon.
And that's pretty much it. So we got in a car accident, and now we have to fight off Lucifer's demon general dudes, and that is exactly what we're going to do. To start the first mission, you have to click on the red circle in the middle of the thingy, and that's what we're going to do. And we get started. Now the movement in this game is quite great. It's very similar to Quake and games like that, and as such you'll probably see me jumping around a whole bunch. Right now we have two weapons, the shotgun and the Painkiller. The Painkiller has a melee attack, it has a right mouse button alternate fire thing where you shoot at people, and if you hit the wall instead you can actually use the laser that is between you and the weapon as long as you actually look at your projectile to kill enemies as well. And if you're holding the attack button for the melee attack, you can also press the right mouse button to do that. And all in all, this weapon is just really satisfying to use. Another thing to keep in mind is that enemies drop souls when they die. Those are those green things right there. And in the top right, it tells you how many souls you've collected. And once you collect 66 in a level, you go into something called demon mode, which I'll talk about when we actually get a little bit closer to 66 souls. But it's nice that the game keeps a little counter in the top of the screen how many enemies you killed and how many souls you've actually picked up, which is actually kind of useful here and there as well, so it's good. But we killed the first couple of enemies with our Painkiller, and it's going quite well so far. And there's actually a whole bunch of destructible things, like this coffin right here. If you hit it a couple times, gold starts coming out, and gold is actually kind of important. You don't really need to collect everything. Like, if you hold tab, you actually see how much of everything there is in the level. And you really don't need to collect everything. And in this playthrough, I'm pretty much only going to focus on unlocking tarot cards, like it says card unlocking status. We just have to finish this level to unlock it, but other levels have more things you need to do in the level, like destroy every object or get every secret and stuff like that. What I'm pretty much going to focus on this playthrough is getting all of the tarot cards, all of the secret areas, and all of the holy items. Everything else I don't really care about all that much. So I'm probably going to miss a bunch of coins and destructible things all over the place, because it's honestly not that interesting to watch me try to destroy everything and pick up the money everywhere, because it just gets really tedious. And sometimes gold just sort of ends up in locations where I don't think you can even reach it anymore, so it's just more fun to just do it. Well, I just enjoy it more really this way. Anyway, we also have a shotgun. The shotgun's also pretty good. If you shoot people, they fly away, and it's actually quite satisfying. As you can see, it also has an alternate fire, but we sadly don't have any ammo for it right now. If you look in the bottom right, you can see normal ammo type, which is just the normal shells, and this blue thing, which we'll get somewhere in this level as well, so I'll be able to show it off when we get that. But for now, we just have to focus on killing as much stuff as possible. There's an armor inside here. Armor is actually pretty good in this game. It actually gets rid of a lot of damage you would otherwise take, and life is a lot safer when you get armor. So definitely recommended. And for most of the game, this is just it. You end up in these little arenas, and you just have to kill everything that moves. And once you've killed everything that moves, you can go to the next area. And that's pretty much the game. And it's a game that I did play when I was young, but honestly, I don't really remember all that much. I was more someone that played Serious Sam and stuff like that, but having said that, this is still a pretty good game. And the reason why I also picked this game is because, well, for one, I didn't know what to do with it at first because I hadn't played it so long. I was thinking of maybe just doing a blind Let's Play type thing. But in the end, I sort of decided to just get every secret instead because I think it's just a lot more interesting to watch. Because the secrets in this game, some of them are just, I don't know how you would imagine finding them, but there's this little building over here, and you can see the little gold item over there. I'm actually going to do a little quick save, because things can go unrecoverably wrong, pretty much. But there's a little lantern over here, and if we hit it, it goes into physics mode. And you can actually knock it into this building right here. If you knock it wrong, it'll just fall down onto the floor, and that just makes this pretty awful. But once it's like this, you can just mash the jump button and climb it like that. And that is our first secret area. And there's two more. There's one secret area which is just really easy to find in this level, and two more which are just stupid. But, oh well. Here's the second enemy type of the game. It's a witch. She's not very scary, but when she hits you, the screen goes all dark like that for a little bit. And that can actually be really tedious during encounters in small, enclosed areas. And when you kill her, she turns into a bunch of birds and flies off, which I think looks pretty cool. But yeah, they're pretty scary, and I don't like them very much. This just indicates that there's a checkpoint, and it immediately auto-saves the game every time you walk over one, which is nice. And yeah, now I'm just going to basically focus on killing everyone here, because this place is somewhat infested with the dead. As our main character said at the start of the game, he knows where to get weapons, and apparently a graveyard is the best place to get a shotgun, as you might be able to expect. And a lot of times, it can be a little bit difficult to find that last remaining enemy that's still alive. Right now, it's going pretty well, actually. Sometimes it's actually better to just stand still and let the AI just walk towards you, because the AI in this game is not bad when it comes to pathfinding. They pretty much always know how to get to you in the end, but the problem is the enemies are a bit slow sometimes, and it could be a little bit boring to just sit and wait every time I can't find an enemy, so I'll probably just be jumping around a bunch. Anyway, we move a little bit forward. There is a building over here. There's a barrel. I'm going to save the barrel. The barrel is important. Don't get me... It's kind of dumb. But the barrel is actually of vital importance. And if you wait too long, that building explodes. And I think the barrel destroys with it. But we saved the barrel. And we have to be very careful not to break it. This is imperative if you want to get all the secrets in this level. If you destroy the barrel now, you cannot get all the secrets in the level for as far as I know. But let's just get him in a nice corner over here. And there we go. You can actually, if you're holding the shotgun, you can press the control button to use the alternate fire of the Painkiller, which is actually quite useful because it means you don't have to switch. Weapon switching is really fast in this game, as you can see. But even then, it's kind of useful just to have to press only control. And it actually works quite well. So I'm just going to destroy all these things. When we move a little bit around the back, there's another witch, but she dies in one hit, so it's not too scary. And this is where the secrets get a little bit interesting, because there's this thing right here, and there's a little tiny hole over there, which I guess is the only real way to tell that there's a secret behind this. And if you hit it with a Painkiller, it immediately bounces the projectile back off the wall as well. But since we killed that witch, we can go here. Another enemy type which is slightly different from the other guys we've seen so far. These guys have shields, and let's see if he can hit us with a shield for fun. There we go. If he hits you with a shield, then your aim will just go slightly upwards, which is kind of annoying. It's kind of a shield bash attack, and it can be a little bit tedious, but overall it's not too much to worry about. You just have to make sure that when it does happen, you just aim slightly down again, and that's really all you need to do. So now that we killed those guys, we can take this barrel, because this is actually an explosive barrel. You can pretty much assume that every barrel in this game is an explosive barrel. At least for the first chapter right here, and honestly I think for the rest of the game too, but like I said, I'm not 100% familiar with the game yet, so I'm just going with what I have memorized so far, which is the first 5 levels. But we move this over here, and rolling it over there. And again, if you don't save that barrel, then for as far as I know, you cannot actually access this right now. But we put it in front of the thingy, and I'm going to do a little quick save in case something goes wrong. But it gets destroyed, and there's a red thing. And that gives us a whole bunch of extra health, as you can see in the bottom left. The bottom left, the bottom left thing is our armor, and the one above it is our health. And our health is pretty good right now. Sadly, health doesn't carry over between levels, just like ammo, actually. So, it's generally a good idea to just use up as much ammo as possible for pretty much every gun. And not really worry about trying to save ammo for the later levels in the game. Because you won't be able to use it in the next level anyway, so I might as well just use everything. And it's a lot more fun as well to not have to worry about your ammo as much. There's a lot of ammo in this game, by the way. Like right now, we only have a shotgun which uses ammo, but there are so many ammo boxes. And the game actually tracks how many ammo boxes you've picked up as well in the entire level. And if we just look, it says like ammo found 17 out of 45. So there's 45 ammo boxes. And in this level, they're all for the shotgun. So, yeah, we're gonna be fine when it comes to ammo. And take care of these witches over here. There we go. This is an ammo pack. As you can see, it's written on the side, and there's another witch still alive. There we go. This ammo pack, you just walk over it, and it actually gives us ammo for both ammo types. So it gives us our primary and secondary ammo for the shotgun. So, this wall, you might not be able to see it at all. In the other one, at least there was a tiny hole inside, so you could tell, yep, that's a different wall. But this one, for as far as I know, it just looks like a wall. But fortunately, we have another barrel, and we're going to take that barrel to that specific wall. And I actually quick saved just now because this barrel has sunk into the ground once, which was a little bit silly, and I don't really want that to happen again, so I like to be safe. And just push it in front of here. There we go. I think that should be good. There we go. I really love the way it looks as well when you break something, because this isn't like a very new game either, so it always just impresses me to see physics, really. And it's another secret area with 3 more ammo boxes, so we have 16 of our secondary fire right now. And that's actually quite nice, because I like our secondary fire. Also, the icon in the top kind of shows off where you have to go in order to reach the next checkpoint. As you can see, it has a little compass, and it points to just these red things, really, as you can see right here. And it brings us to this pretty small area, to be perfectly honest. But our secondary fire, it makes them blue, and then they get frozen. And then if you just shoot them one more time, they just explode immediately. And it's a pretty quick way of taking care of these guys, because they have shields, and generally they will take 2 shots anyway. And this way you can shoot that second shot just a little bit quicker, because your secondary fire is, I guess, on a slightly different cooldown than your primary fire, and therefore it's just all a little bit quicker. For some reason, this armor is a secret area. It doesn't open up until you've killed all the enemies in this little area right here, so it's not much to worry about. But if you want to get all secrets, then that's one of them. And it's probably the easiest one to find in the entire level. It's probably the only one people find when they do this level for the first time, when they play this game for the first time, really. Because it's just, like, in a house, so it's not too bad. Another ammo pack, and we go back again. Because I believe this should pretty much get us pretty close to the end of the level. The levels are pretty small in this game. There's about 24-ish levels. I might be wrong on that, but there's quite a lot. But they're all, like, reasonably small for the most part. So let's get that checkpoint. We're currently at 63 souls, as you can see in the top right there. And I'm actually going to try to get to 66 in this group over here. It might actually be better to get to 66 souls in the next area. But I don't know, I just prefer getting it here. And once we get close, it starts doing this, which gives you an idea of what demon mode is going to look like. And then we get it, and we're pretty much invulnerable right now, and our weapon just destroys everything. And all the enemies have this red glow around them, which looks really cool. And we can just destroy everything here right now. I prefer doing this here instead of in the next area, because in the next area, there's going to be a slightly stronger enemy, but there's just a lot less stuff, and I just find it a lot easier to take care of this way. And let's just use our secondary fire here to take care of these shielded dudes, because why not? We're nearing the end of the level, and we're going to lose all of our ammo to it anyway once we leave this place. And I'm actually going to use that secondary fire using control on these coffins. Save us some shotgun ammo for these enemies right here. And that's just one of the things I really like. It kind of reminds me of the Mighty Boot in Duke Nukem 3D, which honestly is not quite the same. It's just nice to have a button to use a secondary fire like this. And there's actually other weapons which you have little hotkeys for as well, but we don't have those yet, unfortunately. But yeah, we killed all these people, and the music stops the moment we've killed all the people, and might as well just take care of everything here while we're here anyway. There's quite a lot of money here, and that money, as I said before, it's not super important that you get everything, but it's nice to get as much as possible, and there's just so much just lying over here. Pretty much every destructible object has money in it, which is great. This includes the barrels, by the way, so once you destroy walls with a barrel, it's good to just pick up the money that came out of the barrel as well. But having killed everything here, we can go inside. There's actually little ragdoll things here, which looks pretty cool. They're on swings, on little ropes. And I love the way that looks. But we go inside, and it spawns this big dude over here. And if you have demon mode for this guy, he's just a joke, because you just shoot at him for a while. And yeah, he just dies. But unfortunately we don't have that, so we're just gonna have to shoot at them a little bit longer. One of the cool things I like about the crows as well when you kill a witch is that they're currently stuck inside this building. So now that we killed all of these witches, there's just birds flying around everywhere with nowhere to go. Because the moment we entered this place, all the doors closed. And I think that's just a really nice little detail. And we've killed him. And he drops a red soul, which is pretty much the same as the green ones. I think it heals slightly more. I think it heals 5 health instead of 1. And while 1 health is not that much, like 1 health, that's not the best healing item, you kill so many enemies that it does add up in the end. So it's definitely worth trying to get as many souls as possible. And demon mode is just that good as well. You just get to kill a lot of stuff that way. And if you missed anything up to this point, you can actually go back now, and everything will just open up like this. Like everything where we've been previously is now open, now that we have opened up the level exit. So if you want to go back to some place of the level to, for instance, get money or something, then this is pretty much the perfect time to do it. But I just prefer doing it while we're going through the level. But that mechanic does become more important in some of the later levels as well. So I'm just going to destroy these last 2 things right here, and I'm going to go to the exit. And that was the first level of Painkiller. We beat the level in 15 minutes roughly. We killed every enemy. We collected slightly more than half of the souls. I generally don't bother too much because these first couple of levels are pretty easy, so we don't have much to worry about. And we unlocked the card by finishing the level. Endurance, take only half of the damage. And it's a black tarot card. There's 2 different types of tarot cards in this game. There's black ones and silver ones, I think. And if we go to this little thing right here in the bottom right, there's a little switch where it says haste. I don't think you can see our mouse cursor right now, which I just realized. So just in the bottom right over here, there is go to main menu and go to black tarot. And if you click on go to black tarot, then we can see our collected tarot card so far. Right now we only have endurance, and if we click on it, we can drag it to the middle here. It says cost to place 100, and that's basically all the gold we've picked up so far. And the gold we have picked up so far is shown next to that glowing red thing in the middle of the screen. But we place it right here, and this is basically it. Use golden cards key during the level to unleash the power of your golden card set. So you can use these cards once per level. And right now we only have endurance, so there's just it's a nice little bonus to take a little bit less damage during some of the parts. But honestly, I'm probably not going to use tarot cards too much. You can only use these once per level. And there's actually, I think it's silver cards, which are just passive bonuses, and you place those on the left over here. And yeah, they are immediate and last through the whole level, but we sadly only have endurance right now. But as we play through the game, we're going to get more cards, and it's going to be pretty great. But with that, I'm going to leave this first video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it so far, and the next time we play, we're going to play level 2, the Atrium Complex. And hope to see you there. Bye-bye.